All right, so next up we have my 27th birthday. This is the one I've been looking forward to the most. I can't lie, because his whole sequence of songs with his with the dates, my 21st birthday, my 25th birthday, my 19th birthday, they are some of my favorite songs that he's ever made, and he always gets very deep on them. He bars on them, and they're some of the longest songs. So I'm very, very excited. So let's see what this is saying. Come on, David.
Look, white fish on the coast of the Caribbean. My life is a film, hero and villain. I'm playing both in the script worthy of Spielberg or Christopher Nolan. Reading a constant overachieving. I know I ain't as rich as them people with old money, but I didn't know money. They mocked me online for speaking up on all of our issues and being vocal. The shit that I see on socials, but how can I stay silent when I'm out in Barbados, white people mistreating locals? The villa in Jamaica, but it's owned by the Chinese. Head to the right beach and they're charging us 5 each. They say the Caribbean paradise, like why leave? But how can I be silent when there's blood on the pine trees? Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. You know what I believe, I don't know if I handled it well. It's fuck Coca-Cola, did I stop drinking Fanta as well? I can see the blood on the lyrics I write for myself. I cried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl. Surely I ain't part of the problem, I lied to myself.
He's speaking on the topic that I spoke about earlier. He mentioned that in, was it the first song or the second song, about wearing diamonds in Congo, and like the irony of it and that type of stuff. Then, you know, talk about slavery and then going to Dubai and then, you know, doing all this, then drinking Coca-Cola, being in Jamaica, all of these things, you know, like, it makes you think, that am I part of the problem? Am I, like, it gets to the point where obviously you can do things to, I said this in the other reaction as well, you can kind of be more conscious of what you're doing, what you're consuming, and, you know, try not to get involved and try and make a conscious effort to, you know, stop buying certain things that are, you know, backed by certain companies and big things that do certain things. But at the end of the day, like, it is hard. It is so hard. It's hard to know exactly everything that's going on. Not all of us know. And then in the same vein, you cut all of that stuff out. That cuts out convenience as well. And it's whether you value the convenience over your, like, kind of moral compass in a certain aspect. And some of the stuff he's saying here, he's like, just because he, you know, slavery and all that stuff, and, you know, Dubai and, you know, all these things, is that him saying, like, oh, I'm never going to Dubai ever now because, you know, it's a techie one. It's such a techie. It's one of the trickiest subjects to tackle, and it's fucked.
Island when there's blood on the pine trees. Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. Before I find love, I'm just praying I find peace. You know what I believe, I don't know if I handled it well. It's fuck Coca-Cola, did I stop drinking Fanta as well? I can see the blood on the lyrics I write for myself. I cried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl. Surely I ain't part of the problem, I lied to myself. Jewels that my people died for are a sign of my wealth. My work is a physical weight on my life and my health. The last couple years feel like I've been inside on a shelf. I just phoned Sench and I said you inspired myself. I don't feel a spot of jealousy inside of myself, but when I'm all alone I won't lie, I question myself. Am I self-destructive? Am I doing the best for myself? I know I love music, but I question the rest of myself. Like, why don't you post pictures, or why don't you drop music, or why not do something but sitting and stressing yourself? 10 years I've been in the game and I won't lie, it's getting difficult.
That's interesting there. Him talking, is that the first time he's ever spoke about, like, dropping music and him kind of being, like, stagnant? Maybe he's you know, I always put it to him being, like, such a perfectionist, like, but then also I never saw it from that perspective of him, like, being in his own thoughts, him, like, you know, just maybe being stuck, being, like, depressed in a certain way. He said he wasn't depressed in the previous one, but, you know, he's very down, and, you know, going through these things, like, you know, money doesn't fix all these problems. It makes a bunch of new problems, but it can also, some of the problems that can't be solved by money are, you know, is maybe keeping him in this stagnant state where he's like, you know, he loves music, but he's struggling to drop it. He's struggling to be motivated for a certain thing, or like.
Don't lie, I question myself. Am I self-destructive? Am I doing the best for myself? I know I love music, but I question the rest of myself. Like, why don't you post pictures, or why don't you drop music, or why not do something but sitting and stressing yourself? 10 years I've been in the game and I won't lie, it's getting difficult. This shit used to be spiritual. We don't need no commentators, we can leave that to the sports. Just listen to the music, why do you need somebody's thoughts? And some of it constructive, but the most of it is forced. And why we counting the numbers, how the music make you feel? I'm just being real.
I think that's a direct thing to, not to me, I don't think. Because a lot of people mention like people, you know, reacting to certain songs and having an opinion on it when it's like, why can't you just listen to it and do that? I think it's more like the negative side of negative side of it is what he's tackling there. Like if people come on and, you know, share their views on the music, that's just all completely negative. And, you know, someone's poured their heart and soul into this, and it's just to, you know, inspire people to, you know, give something for people to listen to. It can save people. Music saves lives. It does all these things. So coming on and having like a negative thought of it, I think that's what he's kind of going at there. The whole thing about the commentators, there was something else he mentioned.
Music, or why not do something but sitting and stressing yourself? 10 years I've been in the game and I won't lie, it's getting difficult.
That one, 10 years in the game and I can't lie, it's getting difficult. You see this with a lot of artists. It's very rare. That's why I commend Drake, I can't lie, because that guy drops so consistently all the time and he never seems to be demotivated. He never seems to run out of time to make music. He always makes it timely. He's always hits. But that's why he's an anomaly. He makes it look so easy, but obviously it's not. Obviously it's not. Like the hunger that you have and the you know, the topic matters that you want to speak on and everything when you first start making music, it must be 10 times easier or 100 times easier, because it's like, you know, there's that hunger, there's that drive to, you know, make something for you, for people to listen to get big, you know. And then once you've kind of done that part, the process must slow down. It's getting difficult, as he says. I've always thought of that, because some people complain when people get bigger and then they start changing the topic matter of what they spoke about. And it's like, how do you expect this person who's now 10 years into the game, who's lived a lavish lifestyle for 8 years, to rap about the same things or talk about the same things in his songs that he was experiencing 10, 15 years ago when he was, you know, not in this position? That's the reason he was talking about that, because he wasn't in that position yet. He wasn't big, he wasn't famous, he wasn't rich. He didn't have all these commodities and all these, you know? So it's techie. The topic matter can change. You can also be retrospective, talk about stuff that happened in the past, but it must be hard, man. I don't envy it.
This shit used to be spiritual. We don't need no commentators, we can leave that to the sports. Just listen to the music, why do you need somebody's thoughts? And some of it constructive, but the most of it is forced. And why we counting the numbers, how the music make you feel? I'm just being real.
Yeah. It's true. Everything is
on
numbers.
the coast of the Caribbean, my life is a film. Hero and villain, I'm playing both in a script worthy of Oscar and Hollywood nominations. I'm throwing money at women in different denominations and killing the conversation. All them people told me, keep grinding, be patient. It's weird being famous, trying to navigate the spaces. Feel like a celebrity, but you ain't on the A-list. And you never drop, so you ain't really on the playlist. But your fans love you, you can see it on their faces. America feels so close that you can taste it. 2017 was trying to make it to the Rangers. 2020.
That's interesting. That's America feels so close that you can taste it. There's that whole thing of, you know, breaking America. Who's going to be the first UK artist like fully break America? Because it hasn't happened yet fully. We've had the odd people, you know, it's a Skepta with Praise the Lord. Then we thought it was Stormzy. Then I thought it was Sench. Sench kind of did a little bit. You know, he's made songs with certain American artists, all that stuff. But I don't think anyone's like fully cracked it. Because I think if there's going to be an artist to fully crack America, you kind of crack the world at that point, I think, when it comes to the music space. At least not a rapper from the UK. Obviously, we've got a lot of UK artists that have cracked America. Adele, Ed Sheeran, One Direction, the list goes on, you know, and a lot of older artists and groups. But like in terms of that, yes, it's an interesting one. I like that he's talking on this. We haven't heard him speak about this type of stuff before. Not all of it, at least.
Feels so close that you can taste it. 2017 was trying to make it to the Rangers. 2025 I'm trying to make it to the Grangers. How do I explain me and my soulmate are strangers that we've already met and I've known her for ages? How do I explain, because I'm running out of pages? How do I explain South London and its dangers? Can't recall the last time that we was all together, but all I can remember the Olympics was in Beijing. Moved to Dubai, that's for the taxes that they take in. Or moved to Qatar, feel the breeze on the beach. But how can I explain to my kids that it's fake win? Free but I'm broke, have me feeling like I'm caged in. How do I explain £2 got you 8 wings? How do I explain my ops lost but we ain't win? Girls I'm around had surgery on their hips. How do I explain that I love her the way she is? How do I explain my feelings on having kids? That it wasn't what it was, but it is what it is. How do I explain my niggas are in the hood and they don't ask for nothing even though they know they could? Cause they rather trap, rob and get it on their own. How do I explain these messages on my phone? I just got a call, my girl sitting in the car and it says Serge, but Serge with us in the car. I know I might sound like a villain from afar. How do I explain that my mechanic is a chick? Or why is she calling me when I don't even own a whip? Because my license is remote.
Hold on a minute, crazy. That whole thing about Serge calling me, but how can he be calling me when Serge is in the whip? He's talking about some dangers right there. Don't answer that phone. Who is that? How could my mechanic is a chick? But how's she calling me when I don't even have a car with? Hold on, wait.
With us in the car. I know I might sound like a villain from afar. How do I explain that my mechanic is a chick? Or why is she calling me when I don't even own a whip? Because my
how's she calling me when I don't even own a whip? You know, it pops up on the phone. Mechanic calling. You ain't got a car, Dave. Why is mechanic calling you? And why is she a girl? Not that girls can't be mechanics, but the way that he's mentioning it is something along them lines. You know, he's probably got a name saved or something.
How do I explain that my mechanic is a chick? Or why is she calling me when I don't even own a whip? Because my license is revoked. I mean, how do I explain that I don't want to heal because my identity is pain? How do I explain? I mean, how do I explain? I went and hit the streets because I didn't want a boss. I ended up at work, I was barely getting paid. For someone that was 2 years above me in my age, I didn't even find it strange. I mean, how do I explain?
This beat is even sounding kind of Drake-esque to me, I can't lie.
Yeah. 52 miles from Marseille, I'm in Miraval. 4 years, 17 days, I ain't been around. I can't lie, it even shocks me that I'm still around. I can't lie, it even shocks me how I'm living now. Staring at this Rachel Jones painting, I'm sitting down. The last thing I drew was a weapon, I'm living wild. Turned 27, but I feel like I'm still a child. In this house out in central London, I can barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again. I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years, I'll be looking at...
He's talking about drinking. I've got withdrawal symptoms. But it's only at ATMs because he's withdrawing the money. But withdrawal symptoms, when, you know, drugs, alcohol, could be anything. You get withdrawal symptoms from something. But withdrawal symptoms from ATM. Talking about a house in central London he can barely afford. Young David, I thought you were making 5 million a bad summer. My summers are good, never mind. What house you not being able to afford? Let's not live beyond our means now. I know you got bread, but you're not a billionaire. Surely, bro, is good. He said, what, 4 years and 17 days since he hasn't dropped? I'm hoping he can get to the place where he drops more frequently. I hope he gets to the right headspace and the right motivation and, you know, he just starts smashing them out. Just, you know, because it's easier said than done, but I think that if he becomes more consistent, to me, he's already one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. But I think if he gets more consistent and is for another 10, 15 years, I think he will go down as the greatest to ever do it. At least from the UK, 100%. But I think worldwide because I'm biased because I am from the UK. And I feel like I understand everything he's saying. Pretty much. But...
barely afford. 6 months sober and I feel like I'm Dave again. Drinking all my pain and my sorrows away again. I got withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years I'll be looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames.
ATMs. There's something there I'm missing. Withdrawals at ATMs.
Next 2 years I'll be looking at ATMs.
Next 2 years I'll be looking at ATMs. ATMs! 80 mil! ATMs. Bro's talking about not affording a house when you're looking at 80 mil in the next 2 years. What house are you trying to get then? Bro.
Withdrawal symptoms, but they happen at ATMs. Next 2 years I'll be looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames. Maybe James Blake.
No, it's you, bro. It's you. You're a humble guy, I know, but it's you.
Looking at ATMs. Who's the best artist in the world? I'm saying Thames. Maybe James Blake or Jim on the day, depends. Let's see who quits now we ain't getting paid again. Yeah. I'm just here drinking liquor by myself. Is my music just becoming a depiction of my wealth? Never trust a girl who's lock screens a picture of herself. I had to learn that shit myself. Now I'm sitting by myself with no girl. Like shit, I really did this to myself. 27 and I'm terrified of living by myself. Cause there's a kid inside myself I haven't healed. And me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other, made each other unhappy. Used to be excited by the block. Besides,
that's deep right there.
and me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other.
I can't love myself because I'm made from two people who hate each other.
And me and him debate each other. I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other, made each other unhappy. Used to be excited by the block. Besides, doesn't matter. You supplying it or not, sling a shot. I could've really killed a giant with a rock, but that's a life that I forgot. And my young boys are sliding over what? I don't know, cause I ain't spoke to him in time. Ain't afraid of getting older, scared of being left behind. And then I question, will I live my life and resent? Is anybody ever gonna take my kindness for strength? I gave Tisha the world, it weren't enough and then she went. Everybody's making content, but nobody's content. Safe space, can I vent? It crept up, my girl
everybody's making content, but nobody's content.
Making content, but nobody's content. Safe space, can I vent? It crept up, my girl cheated on me when I was next up. It made me want it even more, man, it's messed up. I'm still walking around a veil with my chest out. I don't wanna leave my house because I'm stressed out. You done me dirty and you didn't even tell a lie. It ain't about what you said, it's what you left out. My whole life I've been feeling like I'm left out. If you fuck another girl, she say you cheated on her. And if she fuck another man, she say she stepped out. And if you asking about Dave, they say the best out. Yeah, and I survived all these errors, car I barely made any. I'm just speaking how I feel. Fucked up speaking how I feel. Recording to the morning, I ain't even had a meal. I dropped Joni home and fell asleep behind the wheel. Driving at 100 an hour, I switched gears. I ain't spoke to 169 in 6 years. Don't even get me started on this.
You haven't spoke to 169 in 6 years? That song with 169, Got You, is it Got You? Appeared on my... Or is that just 169 songs? I can't remember. It was co-produced. It popped up on my playlist on Shuffle the other day. 6 years. I was at uni 6 years ago. That's when I discovered the boy. Damn.
Years. I ain't spoke to 169 in 6 years. Don't even get me started on this shit's weird. Call me.
Well, I'd actually finished uni 6 years ago, but close enough.
One, but with music I'm serious. Don't even get me started on this shit's weird. Call me what you want, but with music I'm sincere. You wanna know the reason it's taken me 4 years? It's not cause I'm surrounded by yes men and sycophants. It's cause I'm with producers and people that give a damn. It's me who's gotta carry the pressure, I live with that. All I thought about is the song we could give the fans when I was out there getting stood up by artists I'm bigger than. I don't want no girls around when my nieces they visit, man. They might see the way that I'm living, I figured that. I wanna be a good man.
He mentioned about being stood up by artists he's bigger than. Does he mean stood up in the aspect of he's trying to move to them, or stood up in the aspect of he's trying to, collaborate with them maybe, and they're just like, nah? Because if it's that aspect, I'd maybe see that as they're not trying to collaborate with you because, they think that you're a bit too clear. And if they do it, then they'd look stupid or they wouldn't look as good. Depends how he's saying it. I don't know, but that's just my interpretation.
Me who's gotta carry the pressure, I live with that. All I thought about is the song we could give the fans when I was out there getting stood up by artists I'm bigger than. I don't want no girls around when my nieces they visit, man. They might see the way that I'm living, I figured that. I wanna be a good man, but I wanna be myself too. And I don't think that I can do both, so I can't let her too close. It hurts, but I'm still moving. Feel like it's me versus me and I'm still losing.
Yo, my boy, it's Josiah, what you saying? You know, man, I had to check you on your fucking birthday, my boy. More life, my guy. Man, soon out, don't even watch that. What are you saying, though, bro? I know you got space for one of them 8-minute, 9-minute tracks to give man a shout out. Tell the people then my story. The man already know what I was on. The man them know my tip. Come on, bro. I know you got me. Alright, lastly, my
Who's
sis,
this?
Tamar. I beg you check in with her, please. Make sure she's blessed. While I'm gone, make sure she's safe. Hey, soon home, my boy. Love.
Who is that? Josiah? Who's Josiah? That was a fucking banger. It didn't disappoint. There was a lot of talking points of that. I could have went on for a very long time, but Oi, we're getting ready for the next. You know what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited to re-listen to this whole album and just listen to it the whole way through, no breaks. Tomorrow it's just going to be the album on repeat. I'll probably listen to it about 10 times on repeat, and I don't have to top and give my own top. I don't have to stop and give talk to the camera. I do love doing this, but I can't wait to finish it so I can hear the album for myself. Anyway, love in a bit. Bye bye.